Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 10 o'clock news on KPAX, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, I'm Jill Valley. Dennis Bragg is off tonight. A Trump administration official pays for his costly trips with his job. Health and Human Services Secretary Tom Price has resigned. He came under fire this week for traveling on expensive chartered planes instead of commercial airliners or trains. Other cabinet members are now being questioned about their spending, including Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt, and Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke. The White House announced a new travel policy today. From now on, flights on government-owned, rented, leased, or chartered planes will have to be approved by the Chief of Staff, John Kelly. Now, Ryan Zinke's flight travel patterns are also under scrutiny in the wake of this investigation, but the Department of the Interior says it's all consistent with that of previous secretaries. The statement was in response to reports in the Washington Post and Politico detailing expenditures for charter flights for Secretary Zinke, including one flight totaling more than $12,000. The private flights included a trip to the Virgin Islands in March and a flight from Las Vegas to Montana in June. The Post and Politico reports indicate Zinke participated in a mix of official government business and political events on each trip. Zinke's office says the private flights were taken because no commercial options were available and that these flights were pre-approved by the Ethics Office. Well, I hope you got out and enjoyed the beautiful fall weather because things are changing pretty quickly. Here's Russ Thomas now joining us in the Storm Tracker Weather Center with the latest. Russ.
Yes, I do hope you got outside for sure because it was a great day and now we're kind of switching things up for you for sure. Now, it's not all bad over the next 7 days, but I can tell you it's quite a different story than what we've seen the last 3. As far as we look at our temperatures right now around the state, we've got 46. That's a cool spot there on the map in Kalispell. 54 in Missoula. We're seeing a lot of low 60s east of the divide. You can see Billings, Jordan, Glasgow, Glendive all sitting at 60 degrees. Satellite and radar image, you're going to see some clouds to the west approaching western Montana. Actually, you're not going to see it because the graphic's not coming, but I will show you that in just a few minutes.
All right, Russ, thank you. For the past quarter century, Neptune Aviation's P2V tankers have flown missions over thousands of wildfires, providing safety not only in the northern Rockies, but all over North America. Well, now those distinctive workhorses are being retired at the end of this long and volatile fire season. When Neptune Aviation was founded in 1993, its fleet included half a dozen of the durable P2V tankers that had been based in New Mexico. When Neptune moved operations to Missoula, the P2Vs came right along, forming the backbone of the company's fleet. Well, tomorrow, with fire season winding down, Neptune will formally retire its remaining half-dozen P2Vs, one of which was already mounted and is on permanent display outside the Missoula International Airport. Tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. and going until 6, Neptune will open its doors to the community to join them in saying farewell to the P2Vs with flyovers, water drops, static displays, and more. Neptune Aviation is located adjacent to the Missoula International Airport on West Broadway. All it took was a Facebook page to inspire one Flathead teacher and her class to honor the firefighters who sacrificed so much this summer. MTN's Jack Ginsburg shows us how they said thank you.
Emily Jensen's Facebook page usually sees posts about basic needs for housing appliances to information about the town, until last week when one resident brought up a new and timely idea.
And I had a teacher from Glacier Gateway Elementary contact me saying, how about cards from the kids to thank them for their service? And I was like, absolutely, we'd love to have that.
Many kids at Glacier Gateway from all different grades wrote cards and letters to all the firefighters that risked their lives this summer to save structures and keep the public safe. The cards will be spread across the county to many departments that all helped fight fires during the devastating 2017 season.
You know, we'll share them. We'll share them here, and then I'll walk them across the fence, and I'll share them with our Forest Service partners, and then we'll walk them across the other fence, and we'll share them with the county folks. So we'll pass them around for sure.
This weekend also happens to be the opening of burn season, and while Allwelling says the cards were a spectacular gesture, the best gift to give firefighters would be to take advantage of the burn season to clean up your home in preparation for next summer.
Spend the next couple of months and get out there, spend some time around your house, your property, thin some forest fuels. So when we say forest fuels, we mean thin some of the brush, prune the limbs or your branches up 6 to 10 feet from the ground, widen the spacing between trees, create sort of this lean, clean, green buffer around your home.
Jensen says that the cards will become a tradition in the following years. In Kalispell, Jack Ginsburg, MTN News.
And support continues to pour in for the MTN Montana Wildfire Relief Fund. As of today, we've raised more than $287,000. And we have a new match that came in today. It's Carl and Kay Carbon of Great Falls are matching the next $50,000 in donations moving forward. It's a great opportunity to double the amount of your contribution through them. The Wildfire Relief Fund is a partnership between MTN and the Montana Community Foundation. The money raised will be distributed to those impacted by our wildfires through a grant application process that starts on October 9th. There's still time to donate, though. Just go to our website, KPAX.com.
Salute the Badge is brought to you by Montana Railing, supporting the Main Street of Montana for 30 years.
If you're trying to deal with the breakout of a wildfire, you may not think to call the swim team. You may not call in an ongoing police emergency or a flood either, but as it turns out, that's exactly who you should call, as Dennis Bragg explains in this week's edition of Salute the Badge.
Conceived in the aftermath of the Missoula avalanche and with concerns about flooding in 2014, Missoula County Emergency Management and its partners formed the SWIM team, or Southwest Incident Management Team. The goal, bring together area experts and leadership for the first response to emergencies.
4 years ago, we started a team, Southwest Management Incident Team, and so wanted to have an ability or a team that could stand up and support the local emergencies in and around our area.
In a rural area like western Montana, local responders are always the first in and need to have a unified professional approach to helping before state or federal agencies make it to the scene.
Yeah, you bet. That's exactly what the scope and purpose of this team is to be able to manage that and support whatever function that is, whether that's fire or a county emergency.
Case in point was this fire season. When the Sunrise Fire in Mineral County began to roll, it was the SWIM team that organized the initial response.
We came in initially in that. As the incident was growing, our team, Type 3 team came in, took that over, lasted for 2 days, and then the complexity of that went up to the Type 2 teams. We handed that off, and then that ran for several weeks.
And when the Sunrise Fire was brought under containment, the SWIM team helped again as the fire response ramped down. But it's not just the fires. The SWIM team stands ready for any local crisis, training together to help one another.
That's the SWIM team's purpose of that, is to be able to come in for an incident that's escalating and something that's going to last longer than 12 hours. We can come in, organize that for whatever group that is, and be able to provide support to roll through the day, night, as we come along in that short term, 2 or 3 days.
Brand says it's satisfying to work in a partnership vital to the community's safety. In Missoula, Dennis Bragg, MTN News.
Still ahead, you may need your umbrella this weekend. Cool and wet conditions are moving in. Russ will tell us how much valley rain and mountain snow we might see. But it was a beautiful night to be out on the football field. Later, we'll have a complete wrap-up of all the action on the gridiron in Sports Extra here on KPAX.